The central question of yoga is, who am I? Not my name or what I do for a living, or even my opinions or beliefs, but underneath all of that, who am I as a human being with this body and this crazy mind? Is this it? Or am I something more? There's a word in Sanskrit that describes a particular skill that we need to cultivate on our journey of self-discovery. And that word is Svadhyaya, which means self-study. But there's often something in the way that makes self-study difficult. This thing. Because the moment we look inside and we find something we don't like, this thing starts to talk to us. And just like that, we're no longer observing, we're no longer studying, we're reacting, we're justifying, we're defending, we're caught in a story. So how do we avoid getting caught in a story? We pay attention. We notice what's arising within us. We take a deep breath. We relax. And we allow. Whatever's arising within us, we don't need to make it good or bad. We don't need to contract. We don't need to react. We just allow ourselves to be with the experience in an honest, loving way. And we observe. That's Svadhyaya, that's self-study. And it's the key to diffusing emotional reactivity and uncovering the compassion and the wisdom underneath. Today's practice will help you to develop this important skill. Just a reminder to please click the subscribe button. It really helps. And check out my Patreon site to help support the making of these videos and to gain access to some fun monthly live streams as well. If you're a patron already, thank you. And if not, I invite you to become one. For class today, have your journal ready, as usual, for after class. No special props today, but please bring anything that helps to assist you or make your practice more comfortable. Blocks, blankets, cushions, pillows, you name it, bring it. Find your way to a comfy seat, ground through your sit bones, or if you're sitting up on your heels, whatever part of you is touching the earth, feel it, grounded. Sit up nice and tall, let the shoulders melt from your ears, and close your eyes. Let's take a big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Again, a big breath in through the nose. Lift the shoulders to the ears. And as you exhale, let the shoulders fall, melting, releasing tension. Let's come into a natural, easy breath in and out through the nose. And bring your attention, your awareness to the crown of your head. And feel a soft melting from the crown across your scalp, letting go of tension, tightness. Feel this softening melt into the brow. Relax your eyes and your cheeks. Continue to sit nice and tall, but with every exhale, feel all of the muscles of the face and the upper body relaxing. Let's welcome some deeper stillness and space with a breath practice called 4-part breath. We'll breathe in for a count of 4 through the nose. Hold at the top for 2. Exhale through the nose for 4 and hold at the bottom for 2. To begin, let's take a big breath in through the nose. Open mouth exhale just to clear. And inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 1. Exhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 1. Inhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 1. Exhale through your nose for 4. And continue with your own count, at your own pace. Sometimes when we're breathing intentionally or holding our breath, we tense up. Notice if that's happening and relax. More and more with each breath, relax. The next time you inhale, hold for a 4 count. Open mouth exhale, let the shoulders melt from your ears. Come back to a normal breath. Just welcome yourself to this place. Let's begin class with an affirmation. I'll say these words out loud, and then you repeat them silently to yourself. Here we go. I am willing to let go of old stories and beliefs that limit me. I allow myself the freedom to be who I am without self-judgment. Whatever arises within me, I don't have to react. I can observe with honesty and compassion. Let's sit for a few more moments, welcoming ourselves to practice. And slowly blink your eyes open. Let's take a big wide leg seat here. Root down through the sit bones. Flex your feet so your knees and your toes are facing to the sky. And we're going to work this dynamic stretch. We've done this before. It's a dynamic movement, wide leg seated forward fold, but we go back and forth folding over each leg, okay? So to start, we'll start off nice and slow, and then you build up to a pace that works for you, okay? So square, chest over the right leg, and just a gentle fold. Hands come down, long spine as we fold. That's the exhale. Inhale, we rise. Turn over the left leg. Fold, hands come down. Inhale, we rise. Let's go back and forth with the breath. Nice and easy. You want both sit bones planted firmly on the mat as you fold. I love this stretch. Just feels so good with the breath. So really let the breath wash through you here. Maybe you're feeling a little bit more depth now as the body starts to open up. It's a great stretch into the low back and the hips, the hamstrings, the IT band. So maybe pick up the pace a little bit. Listen to your body. Let your body be your guide. Nice. Inhale, sit tall, reach up to the sky. Great big breath. And as you exhale, let's fold forward into a wide leg forward fold. Take it slow, take it easy. Lengthen through the spine, so reach the crown of the head and the heart forward. And slowly melt. You can reach your hands forward or grab the feet, whatever feels good for you. As you inhale, rise. Let's take a little twist. This one's called Ardha Matsyendrasana. That's the fancy Sanskrit name. And to do this one, bend the right knee, so the right knee's pointing straight ahead, and then step that left foot to the outside of the right thigh. 4 corners of the feet are planted on the ground here. Sit up nice and tall, so the left hand comes behind you. Press to lift the spine tall here. And there's 2 options for your hand. One, you just put the hand on the knee, lift tall, and a gentle twist. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, you can take the elbow to the outside of the knee. Again, lift up tall and gently twist. Don't force it, just nice and easy here. Breathe into it. Relax. And check in with yourself. If it's too deep using the elbow, come back to the hand on the knee. Just listen to your body. As you exhale, turn to the right. Keep the feet and the legs where they are. Bring your hands all the way down to the mat and take a bow, a little counter stretch here. Inhale, rise, and let's do the other side. Left knee pointing straight ahead. The right foot steps to the outside. And now the key here is to keep both sit bones on the ground, right? So the right hand comes behind, push to lift up tall, but also to ground that right sit bone. And then hand or the elbow to the thigh to twist. Breathe. Go nice and slow. With every inhale, lift tall, and with every exhale, deepen. And on your next exhale, unwind. Turn to the left. Both hands come down to the mat. Let's take a little bow. Inhale, rise. Nice. Unwind. Come to tabletop. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. And from here, curl your toes and lift your hips. Push back, downward dog. Let's take some time here, pedaling the feet, getting refamiliarized with downward dog. Play with the hand position, the foot position, and dial in that place that feels natural and strong. Come to stillness. Wrap the elbows gently in. Lift the tailbone. Draw the navel in toward the spine. And push your thigh bones to the back wall. Take a big breath in. Open mouth. Exhale. Bring your feet together. Inhale. Take your right heel up to the sky. 3-leg dog. Push through the heel. Exhale, right knee to nose, squeeze it in, shift forward, and step through between your hands, low lunge. Wing the arms back, lift your heart off the front thigh. And as you inhale, take your hands to the sky, crescent lunge. Nice and deep bend in that front knee. Spin the back heel down and open into warrior two. So the back foot is rotated on an angle. And then bring toe heel, that front foot, a little to the right so the front heel and back arch are aligned. Relax the shoulders, breathe. And again, nice deep bend in that front thigh. As you inhale, straight front leg, turn all 10 toes off the left side of the mat, reach to the sky, star pose, and let's take a fold, prasarita, wide leg, forward fold. Hands come to the mat, walk your fingers in line with your toes, and let gravity pull the crown of your head down. Nice stretch in the outsides of the hips and the glutes, IT band. You can deepen here to grab the outsides of the ankles and pull the heart back toward the thighs. And then shift your weight forward so you feel the weight come into the balls of the feet, hips stacked over the ankles. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring the left hand down to the mat beneath your gaze and peel the right hand up to the sky for a twist. Gaze to the lifted hand and reach the crown of your head forward here. Switch it up. Right hand comes down, left hand, peel it open to the sky and gaze up. As you exhale, bring that left hand down. Walk your hands back to the front of the mat, low lunge. Spin the back heel down and windmill open into warrior two. Once again, nice deep bend in that front knee. As you inhale, straight front leg, and then reaching as far as you can with the right hand, hinge forward into triangle pose. So the right hand can come to the shin or a block or the mat, left hand to the sky, gaze to the lifted hand. Now notice if your butt is sticking out to the right here, draw the tailbone in toward the back heel so your hips and ribs, shoulders are all stacked. Now, take this top hand and begin to reach it overhead. Let your gaze follow the fingertips and spiral the pinky finger in. Reach the bottom hand up as well, palms facing one another, core supported triangle. Let the core support this shape. Draw the navel in, spiral the heart up to the sky. You can do this, breathe. Exhale, both hands come down, bend into that front knee, and spin to the ball of the back foot, low lunge. Step back plank pose. Wrap the elbows in, nice and strong core here. And slow as you can, lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes for cobra pose. Slide the hands back. Lift the heart. Push the heart forward. Draw the shoulders back. Exhale, lower down. And hips to heels, child's pose. Good work. Inhale, come forward, tabletop, curl your toes. Lift your hips, downward dog, and slowly walk your hands back to the feet at the back of the mat. Toe heel feet together, about hip distant apart. Bend into the knees, wave up your spine. And as you inhale, sweep the hands to the sky, and let's sit into a nice, deep, strong chair. But ease into it. So with each exhale, let yourself just ground and ease. Relax the upper body. One more big breath. Exhale, fold. Awesome work. Toe heel the feet a little bit closer, and then turn the heels in so the heels touch, and the knees and toes are facing outward. Keeping your fingers on the ground, bend into the knees, lift the heels, but the heels are still touching here. Okay, we're going to move into something called Kundalini squats. Some of you have done these with me before. They're super fun and really powerful. They help build strength in the core, in the legs, and the hips, and they increase internal energy flow through the chakras and throughout the whole body. Good stuff. Okay, I'll demonstrate here and then we'll do them together. We're going to do 26. So they look like this. You keep your fingers on the ground for the whole time. You keep the heels touching and the heels stay lifted the whole time. As we inhale, straighten the legs and the heart comes back toward the thighs. And as we exhale, squat and lift the head. Again, fingers stay on the ground, heels stay touching and lifted the whole time. We're going to do 26, and we're going to move with the breath. Okay, you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, doing great. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, stay with it. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, almost there. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Come down to a squat for a second, and let's come into a forward fold here. Breathe and relax. As you inhale, walk your hands slowly back to the top of the mat. And just rest here for a second in downward dog. Breathe, feel, ground. Feet together. Inhale, take your left heel to the sky, nice and high. Push through the heel. Knee to nose, shift it forward, and step through between your hands. Lift the heart off the front thigh, wing the arms back, nice and strong. As you inhale, take the hands up to the sky. Stay deep in the bend in that front knee. Spin the back heel down, and we open into warrior two. Toe heel that front foot a little to the left. Relax and breathe. Feel. The legs they're alive. There's sensation, flowing, moving, breath, moving. As you inhale, straighten the front leg. Turn all 10 toes off the right side of the mat. Star pose. And exhale. Let's take a fold here. Prasarita, another wide leg forward fold. Walk your fingers in line with the toes. And again, just like gravity, do the work here, pulling the crown of the head toward the earth. Welcome to take it deeper by grabbing the outsides of the ankles and pull the heart back toward the thighs. Shift the weight forward into the balls of the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Stay in the halfway lift. Right hand beneath your gaze. Peel the left hand up to the sky. Lift your gaze. Lengthen the spine. And switch. Left hand comes down. Right hand, peel it open. Big breath as you lengthen. Exhale, that right hand comes down. And walk your hands over to the left. Bend into the front knee. We're back to a low lunge. And then spin the back heel down. Windmill open into warrior two. Once again. Relax and breathe. Now, straighten the front leg. And reach as far as you can with that left hand. Hinging forward from the hips into triangle pose. Again, you can find a block or the shin with that left hand. Gaze to the lifted hand and draw the tailbone in toward the back heel. Spiral the heart open. Take this top hand, slowly reaching overhead. Spiral the pinky finger in here, gaze to the fingers, and then lift that bottom hand as well. Palms facing one another like you're holding a beach ball. Spiral the heart open, breathe, lengthen. Nice. Exhale, bend into the front knee, hands come down, spin to the ball of the back foot. Let's step back, plank pose. Holding plank, draw the navel in, and slowly we lower all the way down to the belly. Untuck the toes for cobra, lift the heart, and push your heart forward. Open the upper back. Lower it down, sink your hips to the heels. Child's pose. Come forward, tabletop, curl the toes. Lift the hips, downward dog, and slowly walk your hands back to the feet. Bend into the knees, wave up your spine. And as you inhale, take your hands to the sky, and let's lower ourselves slowly, gently into chair pose. So each breath Sink a little deeper. Shift weight back into the heels a little bit. Feel. Relax the face and your jaw. Let's drink a great big breath in. Exhale, fold. Nicely done. Again, bring the feet together a little bit and then turn the heels into touch. Knees and toes turned outward. Bend into the knees, lift the heels, hands to the ground. Stay here for a moment. Catch your breath. Gather your motivation skills. And here we go with another set of Kundalini frog squats, 26. Remember, we inhale as we lift the hips and exhale as we come down. Heels remain touching and lifted. Fingers remain on the ground. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, starting to feel it, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, we're so close, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25, and 26. I forgot. I almost stopped at 25. Let's stay and breathe. Sit nice and tall, staying in the squat. Close your eyes. Feel what's happening on the inside. Slow the breath. And let's take a fold here. Peace fingers grab the big toes. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, fold. You can bring a gentle bend into the knees if you like. And a gentle internal rotation of the legs. So feel the sit bones spread apart. Knees and toes turn in a little bit. And fold. As you inhale, halfway lift, release the toes. Walk your hands back to the front of the mat. Downward dog. Let's take some spinal waves here. So wave the body forward to plank pose. Dip the knees, sink the hips back to the heels. Wave the tailbone up. Big breath, wave. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, wave forward. Exhale, take it back. One more big wave. Exhale, take it back. Lift. And as you exhale, the knees come down and we'll find child's pose. Good work today. Let your forehead come to rest on the mat. Breathe. Relax. Whatever is arising inside of you, see if you can allow everything to be. Emotions, feelings, sensations, just allow it. Don't judge. Don't react. Just allow and welcome. And sit back to your heels. And sweep your legs around in front. Come to your back for figure four. We'll spend a few moments opening up the hips here. So bend into the right knee, right foot comes to the mat, and the left ankle on top of that right thigh. Flex the left foot and draw the right knee in. You can interlace hands behind the right hamstring or in front of the right shin if that feels accessible to you. Close your eyes and breathe. Notice if it feels like the low back is lifting off the ground here. Gently push the sacrum and the low back down into the mat. As you continue to draw the right knee in. Exhale, switch it up. Left foot comes down and the right ankle on top of that left thigh. Draw the left knee in. Close your eyes and relax into it. As you exhale, release your hands, extend both legs long on the mat, and find Shavasana. Bring a little movement to your fingers and your toes, your wrists and ankles. As you inhale, take your hands overhead and stretch. Big breath, reach. Feel every cell in the body waking up to a new beginning. Exhale, knees into chest, and roll to your right side. Push yourself up to a seat, top of your mat. Bring your palms together at your heart and close your eyes. Let's lift our thumb knuckles to the point between our brow and we bow to one another in light and love. Namaste. Those Kundalini frog squats, right? They always kick the energy up to another level. So good. Grab your journals and take the first few moments as usual. Notice what's coming up for you, what's arising, how are you relating, and see if you can get some of that down on paper. And then I want you to consider this idea of Svadhyaya, self-study. What if, when you felt challenging emotions, instead of reacting, instead of justifying or defending or falling into a story, what if you could become a conscious observer? What if you could get really curious, like a scientist, and notice what's happening in there? What would that empower you to do if you were less emotionally reactive and more consciously aware and objective? So consider that, see where that takes you, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 19.